all of them. Yeah, I clearly mentioned previous class. The each person are in a day or totally worldwide the milk product or milk is consumed by around 300 billion peoples. They are consumption of the milk every day. Okay, so today we are going about the microbial products of dairy, microbial product of milk. Here, various products are there, like microbial product like curd, cheese, butter, yogurt, and kefir, sauerkraut, and different products like lassis, cheeses, and different ice creams, and butters, kefir, yogurt. Many my milk products are there. So we are discussing about the few milk product in this class. Yeah, here various types of microbial products are there, like milk, creams, and cultured dairy products, frozen dairy products, and concentrated dairy products. Here, non-dairy products, and as well as butter, cheese, curd. So many things are there. So here we want to discuss about the composition of the milk. Here, when we are taking the milk composition, it is occupied around 87% of water, and then 13%, only 13% is solids. So each milk, each like human milk, they are composed with different composition, and camels, they are composed with different compositions. Whatever may be, approximately the milk composition is around 87% of water and 13% of solid. Here, 1 cup of milk is equals to 8 fluids like salines. Here, in this milk product, so many like nutrients, so many vitamins, proteins, a number of nutrients are present available into the dairy products. When we are consumption every day, for example, in our daily life, we are consumption like vegetables, fruits, different types of grains, cereals, proteins, along with consume everyday dairy products like milk, curd, cheese, somebody, yogurt, butter, ice creams, whatever may be. Every day we are consuming the dairy products. Here, the dairy products, they are having very niche, rich nutrient sources like proteins, carbohydrates, fats, vitamins, and minerals, calcium. Different sources are there. Here, the protein, we know protein is a building and repair of the human body. Okay, the proteins should be need every day in our daily life. If the protein is not there, we are getting the different diseases, and as well as carbohydrates, they are giving the energy and warmth, and different fats are available, like those are warmth and carrier fats, soluble vitamins, like different vitamins are available in the milk products, such as A, D, E, and K vitamins are available. Among these, D vitamin is the most rich need to human being. Those D vitamins like the D vitamins, bones and teeth, that prevents the rickets. Like rickets mean bone diseases. If we have uh, low D vitamins, so we are facing with different like rickets, yes, and vitamin A, and these vitamin A, like it's helping for the growth and prevents the night blindness, and different vitamins like B12, and these B2 vitamins are regulates the production of energy from the dietary fats and various carbohydrates and proteins, and as well as so many minerals are there in the milk products like minerals, calcium, phosphorus. All these minerals, they are the strong the bones and teeth, and different body regulation part, various metabolism activities. And coming to the calcium, in our daily life should be need the calcium, uh, strong the bones as well as the teeth, and prevents the osteoporosis disease and phosphorus. Bones and teeth are there. If the we have low vitamin D, and these minerals, if the milk products is consumption the low, if the rickets will be formed, like in the images shows the legs and bones, the shapes are will be changes automatically if the low deficiency of calcium, whatever maybe vitamin D, and facing with the different rickets diseases. And here the if the we have low calcium levels, we are facing with the osteoporosis disease. Here the so few dairy products, whole all the dairy products, for example, uh, each 1 cup of milk, those are the having the different calories and fats, calcium, like this. For example, we are taking a whole milk, like without reducing fat milk. Those whole milk, they are having approximately 149 kilocalories of the uh, proteins and calories, and fats also very huge in the whole milk, and calcium also very high, around approximately 291 mg per 1 cup calcium is available. If we are reducing milk, like 2% reduced fat milk, those are the low kilocalories, like compare then whole milk, approximately around 121 kilocalories of 2% reduced fat, and as well as we are here, the whole milk, they are having around approximately 7.7 percentage of fat, but we are reduced 2% of reduced fat. We are decrease the fat. The calcium level also will be increased, and 1% of low fat. Here calcium level is increased, and non-fat milks, non-fat milks, they are very low kilocalories of milks and very less fats, and calcium levels are very huge. Nowadays, some many peoples, they are preferring for the consumption of non-fat microbial products. Those non-fat, if the fat is very high, the calcium and calories are very rich. Sorry, fats and calories, kilocalories are very rich, and calcium levels are very less. If the non-fat microbial products, the low calories food is there, and low fats and rich calcium nutrients are available into the like these low non-fat microbial milk products. Here, the processing of the different microbial products of milk. When we are processing the milk product, here we are using the different terminologies. Here, the pasteurization, homogenization, and UHT mean like different high temperature milk, under low temperature milk, and fortification. All these things terminologies should be like in the available in the processing of various milk products. And coming to the types of milk, we are discussing already previously whole milk and 2% reduced fat milk. Here, various types of milks are available: whole milk and reduced milk, and non-fat milks also is available here. Coming to the whole milk, around approximately the fat content is very rich and like low, high kilocalories are there, and like calcium levels also very low. And coming to the 2% reduced fat milk, if we are removing the 2% fat, the calories levels also will be decreased, and calcium levels also increased. In this particular 2% of reduced fat milk, those are the having very rich amount of vitamins such as A and D are removed with the milk fat, and for this reason the vitamin must be added 2% in reduced fat milks. Okay, approximately these contain at least 2,000 international units of IU per vitamins A. We should be add 2 per, if we are decrease the fat levels, we should be add the vitamin levels. And for example, we are already whole milk, 2% reduced milk, 1% low fat milk, fat free milk, chocolate milk. So these are the different varieties of milk. Nowadays we are consuming the fat free milk, and someone recently introduced the chocolate milks also into the market. These are the fat free milks, chocolate milk. Approximately those milks are having 1% of low fat and 2% reduced fat. In this milk, the chocolate or cocoa and sweeteners have been added. In chocolate milk, they are added the different flavors like sweeteners have been added, and the compared to plain milk, the chocolate milk contains about 60 more calories per each cup. Okay, very less fat or very less calories in the chocolate milk. Okay, these are the very rich proteins and very high nutrients and very high percentage of like calcium levels and different proteins, vitamins levels are also very rich in chocolate milk as well as free milk, fat free milk, compared then whole milk and 2% reduced milk. Okay, as along with evaporated milk, evaporated fat free milk, like sweetened condensed milk. These milks are available into the like Amul milk. Nowadays, we are seeing the Amul milks in the bottles. So those free fat, like powder form milk, is called as the evaporated fat-free milk. Here the milks are available in different types, like whole milk, 2% reduced fat milk, and fat-free milk, 1% reduced fat-free milk, chocolate milk, and evaporated milk, evaporated fat-free milk also, and sweetened concerned milk. And when we are going or buying the various milk products, the various industries or companies should be like pointers, ingredients like this: how much percentage calcium levels are there, how much water percentage is there, and how much thickness are there, what are the composition of it should be need on the package, and full date and date on the container, indicators like ingredients, milk should be stay fresh around 5 to 7 days after the date stamped on the carton. Here, the storage is the main thing. When we are pick up the microbial product, should we keep it into the refrigerator as soon as possible at a low level temperature. Use the milk in order of purchase from the individual refrigerators at our home, whatever may be industrials, should be put in the chilled places, and dry milk should be refrigerated after the reconstituted, and do not pour the seed the milk back into the original container. Closed containers, so milk will be not absorb the flavor. Consume the milk, store in the cool and dry places. Okay, this is the introduction, just introduction part of the microbial product. Now we are entering into the what are the microbial products according to our syllabus. Actually, many microbial products are there. What are they? Like dahi, srikhand, lassi, cheeses, ice creams, butter, kefir, skyrs, yogurt, and buttermilk, and Bulgarian buttermilks. So many microbial products are there. So according to our syllabus, we are going to just few microbial products need to discuss. Those are the like Bulgarian milk and kefir, cheese, and yogurt. And these microbial products, how to processing, like we are discussing about the classes. Yeah, coming to the Bulgarian milk. Yeah, Bulgarian milk refers to the fermented milk product. Yeah, whatever may be all the microbial products, or all microbial products are fermented products. Okay, remember it. All microbial products are fermented from the milk product. Here, the Bulgarian symbiotic starter from Lactobacillus bulgaricus and Streptococcus thermophilus. Okay, these microorganisms, they are fermenting using the bulgaricus organism are play important role in the fermentation process of the milk, is called as the Bulgarian milk. Okay, Lactobacillus bulgaricus organism, the fermentation of the milk, so is called as the Bulgarian milk. When it is heat the fresh or skimmed milk to boil point or stirring all the times. After heating, the cool it down around low temperature, approximately 18 to 20 degrees centigrade per instance in the large pan with the cold water. Okay, first of all, we are taking a fresh or skimmed milk. After boiling, cool down, and after cooling, add around 10 to 30 ml of sour milk or buttermilk as a starter culture per each liter of milk. Okay, for example, we are heating a 1 liter of milk, so we can add the buttermilk or curd, whatever may be, for pasteurization or fermentation purpose. 1% of milk or buttermilk should be added, and then leave after 18 to 24 hours at the room temperature, around low temperature. If the surrounding temperature is higher, the fermentation time will be somewhat is shorter. Okay, the fermentation temperature will surrounding temperature. This is the Bulgarian milk completely based upon the surrounding environment. And then after the milk is ready, after 18 to 24 hours, the milk is ready. After ready, the store in the cold place. If you want, keep it for preserve the around 5 to 6 days. Here the process are processing of the Bulgarian milk. I already told that we are taking the fresh milk and boiling, and after standardize, and after boiling, the cool the incubation temperature and incubate with the starter, and after incubation, after adding the starter, again incubate around 18 to 24 hours. Then pick the after fermentation process, we are preserve it low temperature. And coming to the few acidophiles milk and acidified buttermilks is related to product made by the adding the food or grade A acids, and it can be produced by the mixing 1 tablespoons of vinegar, lemon juice, and 1 cup of milk, letting it sit until it curdle about the 10 minutes. Any levels of fat content for the milk ingredients may be used, but the whole milk is usually used for the baking. In the process, which is used to produce the paneer, okay, such as acidification is done in the presence of heat. Okay, paneer also one of the microbial milk product. These are the one of the milk product is the Bulgarian milk. One of the important milk product is called as the Bulgarian milk. Why the put the Bulgarian milk is called because of the Lactobacillus bulgaricus organism is play very important role in the fermentation process. And coming to the yogurt, another microbial product is yogurt. Okay. One second. Which microorganism is play a very important role in the fermentation process in buttermilk? Anyone? Which microorganism is play a very important role in the fermentation of milk in Bulgarian milk? Anybody? Shalini, Pranati? Hello? Hello? Preeti, Satish, Sirisha, Viswas, Sai Jadhav, Dipti. Which microorganism play a very important role in fermentation in Viswas?
Sir, good morning.
Good morning, good morning. Which microorganism is play very important role in fermentation process of Bulgarian milk?
Bulgaria.
Bulgaric.
Good. Well tried. Anybody?
Bulgaric.
Bulgarian? Yeah, anybody? What happened? Sirisha, Satish, Priti, Shalini? Yeah. Well try, Viswas and Jan Moses. Good try. And remaining anyone? Which microorganism is play a very important role in fermentation of Bulgarian milk? Is there Bulgarian? The species name is Bulgaricus, Lactobacillus bulgaricus. Okay. Hello? Shalini, what happened? Pranati, are you there? Sirisha? Yeah, come into the class. Yeah, next microbial product is the yogurt. Yogurt. Yogurt is produced when milk is sold by certain lactic acid bacteria which prefer growing temperature at above room temperature. Okay. Yogurt is a produced when milk is sold or contaminated by the certain lactic acid bacteria which prefer growing temperature far above high temperature. Okay, the milk should must be very important question. It's very definitely essay question in your coming semester examination pattern. Microbial products of milk, very important question. I hope this without this question, question paper is not there. Try to listen one. Okay, if you cannot understand, please ask me any point or any microbial products. We are already discussing about the Bulgarian milk. The, how to production of the Bulgarian milks, what are the ingredients, what are the composition of the Bulgarian milks, we are already discussing. And coming to the another microbial product, that is the yogurt. The yogurt is when the milk is stored by certain lactic acid organisms which prefer growing at high temperature, above room temperature. The milk should be first heated around 85 degrees centigrade or higher. A high pasteurization temperature above 72 degrees centigrade gives a better consistency, like thickness, to the final product. Is called as yogurt. After heating, the thickness, like final products, look like a thickness product, like a jelly-like structure. I will show the image of yogurt. Like I will show once again. When the heating above 72 degrees centigrade, it comes to the final product like thicker. After the milk has been stored, the resulting yogurt can be used to make more fresh yogurt by adding it to fresh milk. Heat the milk to again 85 degrees centigrade or higher and keep it at this room temperature for 3 minutes. After heating, cool the milk to 45 degrees centigrade. Add 2 to 3 tablespoons of fresh yogurt to every liter of milk. Okay. We are taking a milk. When the milk is stored with the lactic acid bacteria, then the stored milk should be heated at above 72 degrees to 85 degrees centigrade for the pasteurization. After the milk has been stored, after heating, keep it this 85 degrees centigrade for 3 minutes. After cooling, like little bit, approximately like warm temperature, like 45 degrees centigrade. When the warm temperature is come down, add the 30 ml of or 2 to 3 tablespoons of fresh yogurt per each liter. The yogurt should not be more than 2 days old. The yogurt should not be, when we are at that around fresh 2 to 3 tablespoons, should be add the fresh one only. Instead the fresh yogurt, you can use a yogurt starter culture. Then the mix the milk and the starter and leave it to ferment. The time required for the milk to turn so depends on the temperature. Here, when we are the production of the yogurt, the flow chart is very important. We are taking a skim milk powder or fresh whole milk. The blending mean heating. Okay, and pasteurization, homogenization, addition the young yogurt. Here, pasteurization mean incubation, heating the kill at pasteurization at 85 degrees for 3 minutes for the kill the harmful microorganisms. So then pasteurization, we are going to the homogenization and the addition of fresh yogurt before the 3 days, 2 days yogurt. Those yogurt, they are having various microorganisms like Lactobacillus acidophilus, Lactobacillus bulgaricus, Lactobacillus cereus, and Bifidobacterium, different microorganisms. They are having the fresh yogurt, and after adding the fresh yogurt like 2 to 3 spoons, then fermentation approximately 18 to again 24 hours at 45 degrees centigrade temperature. Then after fermentation, cooling at room below temperature like 0 to 5 degrees centigrade. Addition the different fruit preparation like flavors, like fruit preparation from of the purple or added yogurt. Different flavors should be added like pineapple flavors. When we are consumption the cakes like when we are, for example, we are went to some bakery, we need to cake like different flavors like chocolate flavor, fruit flavor, different flavors are available now. So like this, yogurts also available in different flavors. When we are adding the ferment after fermentation, filling the plastic containers and stored under the refrigerator. Storage is very important for the refrigeration. And these yogurts, they are having very rich nutrients in the yogurt, and non-fat yogurt and low-fat yogurt is there. Yogurts are also different types, non-fat yogurt and low-fat yogurt. For example, when we are compose the 1 cup of yogurt, like different calories, non-fat yogurt is very suitable for the consumption of low calories, and those are the very rich calcium and sodium elements also, and those are the very low cholesterol, and proteins are also, carbohydrates are also very low compared to the low fat yogurt. Here low fat yogurt is the very high kilocalories, and as well as calcium is also very high, approximately 448 mg per 1 cup. Calcium also, those are the very suitable for the consumption of human being. But if we want low calories food, so we can preferable the non-fat yogurt. And here types of yogurts are there like frozen yogurts. It is incubated like steamed yogurt. It is keep it at low temperature, and like concentrated yogurt incubated like stirred yogurt, and after coagulation is broken, some water is boiled off the produce, and rough and gritty textures. These are this type of yogurt. And flavored yogurt. Here in this flavored yogurt, many yogurt manufacturing industries, they are adding the different flavors like fruits and chocolates, whatever may be different flavors like Additionally, 50% of sugars, very high sugar content of the flavored yogurts. These are the very tasty yogurts. Here, this is the yogurt. Yogurt is very important to our health. So, 10 reasons yogurt is a top health food. Because those are the easier to digest than milk and contributes to colon health. Okay, these are the yogurts are the very given the boost immunities, decreases the yeast infections. Yeast infections mean so many pathogenic yeasts also there. It control the yeast disease infections, like a rich source of calcium, good source of protein, low cholesterol, and it is grow food, means it helps the childs to grow and increase the absorption of their other nutrients such as calcium. Okay, these are the very important things for our daily life of the health. Important reason for the preparation of the yogurts. And another food product is called as the kefir. Yeah, 1 second. What is the yogurt? Yogurt. What is the yogurt? Hello, Shalini, Pranati, Narama, Shivani, Jan, Preeti, Satish,
Yes, sir.
మిగతా వాళ్ళు ఏరి విశ్వాస్, జాదవ్, దీప్తి,
ఉన్నాను సార్.
వాట మా Pranati, what are the steps are involved in the production of yogurt? Ma? Steps involved in yogurt production. Hello, Pranati.
సార్
What are the steps involved in yogurt production, ma? Jadhav, Deepthi,
Yes, sir.
ma, what are the steps are involved in production of very important question, Nana. Most important question in your theoretical exam, third semester exam point of view. Very important topic, today's topic. Okay, na? Try to say the what are the steps involved in yogurt preparation. Try, no need for exactly. You can try. You know, you will try. Sai Chupnana, try say how to preparation of the or how to production of the yogurt.
మిల్క్ ని హీట్ చేయాలి సార్ ముందు.
ఓకే.
తర్వాత కూల్ చేసినాక 95 degrees దగ్గర
No,
పాస్చరైజ్ చేయాలి.
95. Good. Try, well try. But no 90, approximately above 75 to 85 degrees centigrade. Okay, na? Good. Then
స్టార్టర్ కల్చర్ యాడ్ చేయాలి సార్ తర్వాత.
yeah, good. What are the starter cultures are there? What are the starter cultures? Try, no problem. Starter cultures like lactobacillus, bifidobacter, and lactobacillus bulgaricus, whatever may be starter cultures, they are having different microorganisms. Okay, so these microorganisms, they are having like various microbial organisms like Lactobacillus bulgaricus, Lactobacillus cereus, Lactobacillus anthracans, and different microorganisms are there. So what are the microorganisms are involved? Here, look, Sai, here the Lactobacillus, the young starters, Lactobacillus acidophilus and Lactobacillus bulgaricus, Lactobacillus cereus and Bifidobacterium, Streptococcus thermophilus. These are the anyone, whatever may be, all these no need. Any microorganisms. ఏదైనా ఒకటి రాసినా సరిపోతుంది. Addition of young starter mean any microbial organism, Lactobacillus or acidophilus, Lactobacillus bulgaricus, whatever may be, any 1-2 microorganisms involved. This is a very important as well as entrance and different competitive examination purpose also. It is a very, very important question. Okay, na? So then after addition of starter culture, continue, Sai.
ఫర్మెంటేషన్ సార్.
Yeah, fermentation time approximately ఎంతసేపు ఫర్మెంట్ చేస్తాము?
తెలీదు సార్.
Okay, fermentation process will be take approximately 18 to 24 hours. Okay, na? After fermentation, then we are keep it at which temperature? Which temperature, Sai? Anyone? After fermentation, we are kept at which temperature? Low temperature, around 0 to 5 degrees centigrade. This is the, then after cooling, we should be filling with plastic bottles or glass bottle, whatever may be, any bottles. Then we are released into the various markets. Here, yogurts are different types. Like what are they? Anyone? Yogurts are different types. What are they? Sai Dipti. Hello.
Sir.
Yeah. What are the types of yogurts? Types of yogurts. Anyone? Okay, 2 examples and 2 types. Just non-fat yogurt and 1% low-fat yogurts. This is the yogurt, and as well as like starter yogurts, like okay, Nama, starter yogurts and frozen yogurts and steered yogurts and different like low fat yogurt, non fat, like this. These are the different types. Why the importance we are consumption every day the yogurt? Different steps are involved, like points are there. These are the easiest digest, then the milk contribute to the colon health. Okay, and increase the absorption of various nutrients such as calcium, boost immunity, and aid the healing process, and different rich source of calcium, good source of protein, low cholesterol levels. These are the good products. That's why we are consumption of the yogurt. Okay, na? These are the importance and the production of the yogurt. I hope you all of you understand the microbial product of milk like Bulgarian milk and yogurt. Then we have two more don't left. Two more microbial products are there. You will take a 5 minutes short break. Then I will continue the another two microbial products. Those are the kefir and cheeses. Okay, to take 2 to 5 minutes break. Don't left. It is very important class. Don't left. Okay. Don't left. Don't left. Okay. Shall I continue another session? Another 2 more topics are there. Okay. Continue China. Approximately take around 15 minutes maybe. That's finished. Okay, na? Yeah. Kefir. Excuse. Okay. Shall I continue? శాలిని అసలు కనబడట్లేదమ్మా. శాలిని ఎక్కడున్నారు? రెస్పాండ్. హలో.
Yes, sir.
శాలిని శివాని ఎవరు రెస్పాండ్ కావట్లేదు. శివాని అనుకుంటా ఐ థింక్స్. What are the microbial products we are already discussed? Anyone? Anybody? Yeah, we are already discussed the Bulgarian milk and yogurt. Then we are going to another microbial product like kefir. Kefir, like a yogurt, it is a milk product first discovered by the nomadic tribes living in the cold areas of the Caucasus. When the making kefir, acid, gas, and some alcohol are produced. Like sour milk and buttermilk. It has a special aroma which is different from that of the yogurt. Okay, it is a one type of kefir is a one type of milk product. Is one point, and this product was discovered by the nomadic tribes living in the cold areas of the Caucasus. When the making kefir, acid, gas, and some alcohols are produced, like sour milk and buttermilk. It has a special aroma which is different from that of yogurt. Kefir is made by using a yogurt plant, which is actually a misleading name as it is not a plant and it has nothing to do with yogurt. Kefir is made by using the yogurt plant. But misleading name is not a plant and it has nothing to do with yogurt. The yogurt plants is in fact the cauliflowers, like a lump of chalky crystals and microorganisms consisting of yeast and various bacteria. The yeast are produced alcohols and gases, while the bacteria convert in the milk sugar into the lactic acid. You may be able to obtain a piece of this from some who regularly makes the kefir. If not, get some dried kefir granules at the local market. Okay, I will explain very simply. It is a one type of milk product. It is look like a yogurt like, but it is a liquid form semi-solid form and discovered the nomadic tribes. And the kefir is when the kefir making different metabolic activities like glycolysis cycles are a wide role play in this process. Here, the glycolysis, the final product is the lactic acid production. In this between from fructose, like many metabolic activities and many metabolic enzymes are play very important role in this kefir production process. Here the kefir is made in use by the yogurt plant and nothing to do with the yogurt. The yogurt eats plants in the fact of cauliflower like a lump of chalky crystals and various microorganisms consisting of the like different yeast like Saccharomyces, Lactobacillus, and different bifidobacter microorganisms are involved. And the yeast produced here, yeast produces alcohol and gases, while the bacteria converts the milk sugar into the lactic acid. You may able to obtain a piece of this form. Someone who regularly makes kefir, if not get some dried kefir granules at the local market. Here, the kefir look like a cauliflower like a structure. Here the processing of the kefir production of the process of the kefir production. The like yogurt or milk when we are the heating or pressuring and pasteurization here, whatever may be, all these things, indicators, recorded, and then evaporation in a like fermentation tanks. Then after homogenized, again pasteurizing like heating and adding the different starter culture after pasteurization, adding the different starter cultures like yeast and bacteria. Like coming to the yeast, Saccharomyces and different like different microorganisms, Bordetella organisms and Lactobacillus, bifidobacters microorganisms are as it used as a starter cultures. After adding the starter cultures, again the fermentation process, and then after fermentation, going to the cooling like temperature, pressure, and controller of the record. After cooling, the mix with the fruit flavors like different flavors. After mixing, adding the flavors, going to the filling the in different plastic bottles, whatever may be. Here the process of the production of like kefir. Here production of the kefir, boil the milk and put into the bottle, which has been thoroughly cleaned and rinsed with the hot water. Do not fill the bottle completely. Let the milk cool down to 20 degrees centigrade. Add 1 tablespoon of kefir granules and then soak each of the liter milk of the bottle. Covered into the loosely, and you can use a fresh yogurt plant instead of the soaked granules. After adding the like starter culture, keep the bottle room temperature, temperature at low temperature like 16 to 80 degrees centigrade. Then going to the fermentation process. After fermentation, will have become a little thicker, forming some froth. After fermentation process, the kefir product is incubated at low refrigerator and sieve the kefir and use the granules which remains in the sieves to make the fresh kefir again. The kefir is now ready for the consumption or can ripen for the some days to get more flavors. Okay. I hope you will understand the microbial product like kefir, like one more product is there like cheese. We are already discussing about Bulgarian milk, cheese, kefir and yogurt. And this is the already told the process production of the kefir. Another microbial product is the cheese. Cheese is a product made from curd obtained from the whole, partly fat-free or non-fat. Cheese is a product made from the fat milk or non-fat milk, whatever may be. Milk of the cows, from the milk of the different various animals. With or without added various creams by coagulate with renin, lactic acid and other suitable enzymes or various acid like lactic acid, glycolic, different acids and without further treatment of the separated curd by the heated pressure or by means of the ripening ferments, special modes or seasonings. Here there is a huge assortment of the cheese. They can have various compositions. We make a rough distinctions between the fresh cheese and matured cheese, and between the soft cheese and hard cheeses. Fresh cheese can be consumed immediately after the production, whereas the matured cheese has to be stored after the processing to develop the flavor and good consistency. The soft cheese has higher water content than the hard cheese. Moreover, hard cheese generally has clean and dry rinds. The soft cheese and hard cheeses can be matured from for some weeks or even up to a number of years. Okay, different cheeses are there: hard cheese, soft cheese, and fresh cheese. These are the different structures like soft cheese, like a semi solid like it based, and soft cheeses and hard cheeses are the matured from the some. These cheeses can preserve the long duration as well as long years also. And coming to the production of cheese, first coagulation. The enzymes are acid. The curd treatment involves and cutting increase the surface of areas to remove more whey, and heating coagulation, curd treatment, and cutting, heating. Here, heating the evaporate the water to destroy the bacteria and salting to add the different dehydrated curd and control the bacterial growth for the flavors and textures, and niching use of heat to combine curd, pressing to create more solid mass before the ripening, and curing or ripening exposure of cheese to control the temperature and humidity condition to promote the chemical and physiological changes in various cheeses. Here, different food additive in cheeses and various functions are there. This is the cheese production. Here, when we are taking the raw milk and the pasteurization, we can take also direct coagulation directly also, or pasteurization and standardization, whatever may be. After pasteurization, other as well as direct to going to coagulation. Here, when we are adding the coagulation, only curd and whey should be added at the coagulation form. And here, the fermenting of the various microorganisms like yeast, bacteria, many microorganisms, they are the fermentation of the coagulation process. And after the coagulation, here after coagulation, need to cutting the starting and cooking, break down the coagulate curd, and after starting and the cooking, after breaking the cheese, we going to again stirring and cooking. After the drying, we are curds. It's a look like formation as a semi-solid or solid like based. After coming to the solid like structure, we are going to the milling. Here the milling at a time we are adding the saltings, and after adding the salting, we are the fresh cheeses will be pouring into the different molds, and pressing here the pressing like based upon the our needed structures. Different structures are available also is there for the cheese pressings, and after pressing the ripening like around 2 to 10 hours. After ripening, we can ripe after ripening we can using for the going to markets. And here the different milk products we are already discussed the cheese. Here the different types of cheeses are there, like soft cheeses and semi-soft cheeses, hard cheeses, and very hard cheeses. Like coming to the, these are the natural cheeses. Soft cheeses are the dry, camembert, ricotta, cottage. Different like brands are there, and semi-soft cheeses like Blue, Brickfeet, Haveri, Monterey, Jogs. Different brands are available, like hard cheese. Different flavors are there also. Very hard cheeses are Romano, Parmesans, like this. We are already discussed the process of the cheese, and natural cheeses are the different types: unripened and ripened, mold ripened cheeses. Like these are the different cheeses, like semi-solid cheeses, hard cheeses, soft cheeses. Like we are already we observed every day, some people's when we are going to like bakeries or anywhere, a restaurant, cheeses are available into the various markets, and the storage is very important thing. Should be like cheeses are incubated low temperature, like Ziploc bags are work well to do and store away other different foods. And to melt cheese, best to grade to cube and cook very slow. If cheese is very overheated, it will becomes uh, tough and rubbery or will clumps and refuse to melt. Should be preserved low temperature. These cheeses are very huge nutrients. They are having different vitamins like A, B, and A and B vitamins, and as well as phosphorus, zinc, calcium, and rich nutrients like they are having. They are also very low kilocalories foods, and these are the reduced fat free cheeses. Uh, Low calorie cheeses. Include the fetus and cottage, mozzarella, and soft cheeses. Different brands are available into the market of various cheeses. And coming to the different another products like milk, buttermilk, ice cream, cheese, sour creams, yogurt, chocolate milk, and ghee, cottage cheeses. Many microbial products are there. Here, whatever may be the microbial products, different ways are there, like protocols is there for any microbial products, from the hot milk to last production of the whatever may be kefir, yogurt, cheese, and kefir, Bulgarian milk, whatever may be. Various protocols are available there for the production of various milks, and different spoilage milks are there for the spoilage of various milk production in human, and many microorganisms like coliform, salmonella, enterococcus, staphylococcus, and those are the harmful for the human beings, and various microorganisms are there in air, inside the. So many factors are there for the spoilage of microbial milk or milk. Many organisms, they can ready to spoil the milk. So should be uh, avoid these all these microorganisms when we are uh, like fresh milk. All these surroundings should be need to clean and sterile. So many factors are there for the spoilage of milks, from the human source, airs inside the under, and feces and outside, and under odor and the taste, making the machines and bedding, soils, feed from the water sources. So many microorganisms are ready to spoil the fresh milk. Okay, should be avoid this all these things or control the all these things. If the any microbial cells enter into the fresh milk, the whole milk will be spoiled. When the milk will be spoiled, we can made another products like uh, buttermilk, kefir, cheese, yogurt, whatever may be, different products should be, you can easily made without don't waste of milk. If any microorganisms are spoil the milk, you can make another product using with milk. Thank you. If any queries, please ask me. Okay. Any doubts, ma? Viswas, Preeti. Any doubts?